All right, folks, we should be back live in living color. Hopefully, it wasn't too much of a delay. Got real comfortable forgetting that we were in the second of our double hitter, but we do have the backup plan in effect. Our first batter, number 17, Amari Hutchinson, strikes out. Number 23, hey, you swinging. Oops, I'm sorry, folks. I turned into dad while I was announcing the game. But we have number 23 there. That is not Devontae Hart. Oh, oh, and that hits him on the hand, and so he's going to take off. Just run. Drop it. But there's a hit batter. He runs down to 23. Number 23 runs down there. I got to get his name. I'm sorry, folks. I still have Devontae Hardeman down there, and I know he's on our freshman team. But we'll go back to the top of the inning as Cam Armstrong steps into the batter's box after our batter is hit by a pitch. So runner on first base, one out here in and Cam Armstrong takes a big cut, and fouls it off. No. All right, folks. So the first pitch to Cam, he fouls it off, and the count goes to 0-1. Man on first base, Cam watches one go outside, takes the count to 1-1. So we're right back at the top of our order. Great place for us to be. We're trailing the contest 14-8 here in the top of the 14. Had a little rough inning the last inning as we gave up 8 runs, but our bats have been on fire today. So hopefully we can get back to those swinging ways. As Cam takes a big cut, fouls one way over the left dugout, and now the count goes to 1-2 here. So like I said, we're in a good position right now to try to get some of these runs back. Only trailing by 6 runs here. 14-8. We can, as we proven last inning, we put 7 on the board. We can do it again. Oh, so Cam swings at a high outside pitch. Not sure if he was definitely committed to that pitch as he goes down, and that gives us 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Number 3, Jace Yearwood steps in with number 7, Jace Francis on deck. Beautiful day for baseball. It has been fabulous. Based on what we've been dealing with over the last few days, we definitely welcome this weather right here as we're in Forsyth, Georgia, home of the Mary Persons Bulldogs. As the pitcher throws over to second base. One ball, no strikes to Jace. And the pitch. That goes outside, takes count to 2-0. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. 3 balls outside, so understanding that Jace Yearwood is a powerful hitter, not necessarily giving him something he can hit. So the count is 3-0. Jace should be taken here with a man on first base. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. And the pitch. Right down the middle. Jace took a great pitch. He was supposed to take that one. Takes the count to 3-1. Now, if he delivers another pitch like that, you can rest assured Jace is going to make contact. The pitch. Ooh, high and outside. He throws 2 nice pitches. So now the count is full on Jace. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. And that's high and outside. Jace takes a walk. So great at bat there for Jace as he puts the pitcher through 8 pitches. And we take the walk. Coming up to the plate now, number 7, Jay Francis. No better time than now to start a 2-out rally. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. We gave up 8 runs last inning, but our junior varsity Rams are still fighting. And the wind comes in strong. That one goes outside. We have number 15, Kirk Campbell, sitting on deck. So if we can get Jay Francis to put it in position, we got some good batters coming down the line as that one goes outside as well. Takes the count to 2-0. It's been some great baseball played out here. We've had our errors that we know we can shore up, and we will shore up. And that pitch goes high as well. So Jay Francis far ahead in this count as he's up 3-0 with a man on first and second. Once again, we trail this ball game 14-8 in the top of the fourth, folks. It is a 5 inning game because this is the second of a double hitter. Oh, and Jay Francis wears one right there on the hip, and he takes his walk down to first base. All right, so this is kind of where we were before when we had that breakout inning in the third. 2 outs here at the top of the fourth inning. Number 15, Kurt Campbell comes up to the batter's box. Jay Francis just wore one on the hip. Nice time for Kurt to give one of them explosive hits again. Takes one on the outside. Looked like a good pitch. Thank goodness it wasn't. Umpire flags his arm, says it was outside. That'll take the count to 1-0. So real intense moment here with 2 outs here. We have a chance to fight back for this inning. Kurt gets one, fouls it off down the first baseline into the dugout. Number 10, Gabriel White sits on deck. He's had a pretty good day hitting the ball deep in the field. So two really good hitters up here gives us a chance to get some runs on the scoreboard with the bases being loaded. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Kurt Campbell. That ball goes high. Sails on the pitcher, goes to 2-1. So if there's ever a time to have a 2-out rally, this is the time. Our rounds have been battling all day. No reason why to stop here. Swings and takes a massive cut to left field. That one went over the wrong fence because if that one was straight, folks, if that was over the infield line, third base line, that would have been a home run for Kurt Campbell. So he fouls one off deep down the third base line. So we can get Kurt to straighten that one up. Count goes even at 2-2. Kurt trying to find his pitch. 2 outs with Gabriel White on deck. And the pitch. Oh, he throws a changeup, doesn't make the plate quite, and that's gonna even or make the count full at 3-2. So real big pitch here for the situation that we're in this game. 2 outs, 3-2. The pitch goes high and Kurt gets on base. So excellent at bat there for Kurt as he's walked, and our first runner on base comes home. So Gabriel White steps up to the plate. All right, so there's a time on the field. Gabriel White steps in the batter's box with a lot of food out there. Bases are jacked. Gabriel hit a nice solid blast to right center last time he was at the plate. So a great opportunity for Gabriel White to step in and get some RBIs. Woo! And that's far inside. Gabe takes the first pitch and the count is 1-0. So the crowd is chanting Gabe should have let that one hit him, but Gabe's not thinking that. He wants to get some hits. Oh, nice cut by Gabriel as he hit it to left center. The fielder's going out there and he makes the catch. So Gabe put it in play out to left center. The left fielder was able to track the ball down as he almost hits it to the fence, and the left fielder makes a great play, and they get out of the inning with no runs given up. But nice try there by Gabriel White as he sent the shot to left center, but the left fielder was able to make the play, and that'll take us to the bottom of the fourth inning. The True Smoothie Juice Bar. James and Nicole at the True Smoothie Juice Bar have started a business right down the street from One Ram Way. Their smoothies are excellent, and upon given the opportunity to support the JV program, they immediately jumped at the opportunity. Folks, this is the one smoothie bar that you will go back to over and over again. They are making it easy for you to indulge in their products as they will be selling their delicious smoothie treats right at our new high school concession stand. Good. I can't wait. When it comes to automotive repairs and maintenance, Robbie and his team of professional car repairmen can fix and help you maintain any and all your problems you may be having with your automobile. They will help you to get the root to the root issue and also provide you with new or used tires and the bomb diggity rims to have your ride looking cleaner than the bill of health. When it comes to good food and great ambiance, the Pig Out is truly the spot you want to be at. When you talk about everything barbecue, they have the menu that you've been looking for, ribs that fall off the bone. The Pig Out, right down the street from One Ram Way. All right, folks, as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, Jace Yearwood takes the mound, and his first pitch is low and outside. He catches that outside corner, so great pitch by Jace. Evens the count up one. And the pitch, high, takes the count to 2-1. Right down the middle, popped up to left field. We got to. Oh, okay. So we took it way too easy. That was a catchable ball out there in left field. We got to boogie up to that ball and make that play. He had center fielder backing him up. So we got to lay out and do everything we can to take a pop fly like that. So that's not a ball that we gave our best effort on. So we'll definitely have to talk about that. But they get their first runner on base. As when we put the ball in play, I mean, pop flies, we really got to go get. So their first hitter gets a single, and we're back to the pit. Nice bunt laid down third base line. Nick comes up, fired. Oh, and he does not throw. Oh! All right, so there's no throw by Nick, and actually he faked everybody up because everybody's looking at Gabriel. Ball never came. The runner rounded second base, and we could have had an out on a throw at second base. So we got to build up confidence in our abilities. We can make these plays. We just have to make them. And so after that one, he gets a single, moves the run along. So no outs here. Jay's getting the batters to put the ball in play, and that's what we want. We just have to make plays behind our pitchers. So the first place, man on first and second base, no outs here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch, right down the middle, catches that outside corner. I said right down the middle, but I meant a strike. So he catches the outside corner, takes the count even at 1-1. So we really have to put the brakes on here. We did plate one last inning, dropped that lead to 5, and we trail 14-9. Balls in the dirt. Jays having a rough time with it. Runners do advance, and that'll take the count to 2-1. So we have to play our best defense right here as we trail on the scoreboard by 5 at a score of 14-9. Can't afford to give up any more runs this inning. And the pitch. Jace throws a nice changeup, falls right off the table, and that'll bring the count even at 2-2. So once again, puts us in a good situation. Uh, Base is open, but Jace is rocking and rolling, getting the runners to put it in play. We just got to make the plays behind them. Count is 2-2, and the pitch. Ooh, catches that inside. No, it missed the corner. Takes the count full at 3-2. So nice pitch by Jace. Umpire didn't agree, and we go to a full count at 3-2. Once again, no outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We're out here in beautiful Forsyth, Georgia, the home of Mary Persons High School. Pitch is thrown on and swung on, and Jace mows him down to get our first out of the inning. So Jace changing up his pitches had the batter all off guard, and that gets our first out. As they do have runners at second and third here, with one out in the bottom of the fourth. A gust of wind comes up, batter swings and pops it foul over the dugout. So after Jace's hat falls off and teammates help, bunch of team players' hats flew off with that gust of wind. We regroup, and the count is 0-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jace backs off, which is smart. I believe the batter was about to take a timeout as well. Everybody regroups, and we're back to baseball. So runner on second, third. Wind keeps gusting it up. Oh, nice little changeup, but it flies outside, and that evens the count here at 1-1. So good baseball game here, folks. Mary Pierce is trying to add to their lead of 14-9. Jay's trying to shut that down with one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Ooh, nice pitch right there. Catches the low part of the plate and takes the count to 1-2. So Jay's sitting here pretty right now, ahead in the count 1-2. We got a man on second and third. Chase trying to do his best to pitch his way out of that. Definitely want to keep those runs down as much as we possibly can, because we will get another bat here in the top of the fifth. Swung on. Ooh, nice little changeup. Batter wanted to go for it, pulled off of it, evens the count at 2-2. All right, so Jace goes back to work, count of 2-2, no problem, trying to get another runner out. We only have one out here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch, ooh, low and outside, brings the count even. So real big hit, real big pitch here. Although we do have a base open on first. Won't be a bad thing if he walks him, but I know Jace is trying to go here for this strikeout. And the pitch. Low and outside, and we put that man on base. So not a whole lot of harm done there as the bases get juiced, but it puts us in a better situation to turn two. So the opportunity is there for us to turn two if necessary, because the bases are loaded and we can go to any base. All right, one out. Score is 14-9. Doing our best to stop the scoring so we can get back up and have a better chance. The ball is hit to fly center field. Our center fielder is going to have a tough time to get this one. This is going to be a bad one for us, folks, as the hitter rolls around second base. 2 runs come in, and now they have a man on second and third. So tough time for us there, boy. We had them in a good position to try to work a double play. They fly out, or they hit a shot out to right center, and we finally track it down, but it's after they put 2 runs on the scoreboard. Increases their score to 16 to our 9. So something seems to be happening in the outfield. I want to say Cam had an issue out in the outfield. Not sure if it's a physical or a glove issue. But he's coming over to talk to coach, and I'll try to give you as much as information. I think Cam may be hurt. He may have done something, so we'll have to find that out later. But the coach rotates the fielders around. Mr. Gunn goes from right field to left field. They move number 17 to center field, and they bring number 23 off the bench, and he goes to right field. So, folks, that was a really costly hit right there. That increases Mary Pierce's score to 16. We trail in this contest 16-9 in the bottom of the fourth with one out. So Jace goes back to work. And the pitch squares around the bunt and actually foul tips it. And all right, so there's a conversation between the catcher and the coach on maybe a play that they call for that particular situation, as the catcher calls the defensive strategy out. That was a foul ball, so let's put that right there on the map. We trail 16-9, trying to desperately get out of this inning so we can get back up and see what we can do at the plate. Here's the pitch. Oh, that's right there down the middle. As Jace throws another strike, takes the count to 0-2. So they have a man on second and third. We're trying to shut off the scoring. We only have one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing on and hit. Oh, and that's right in the gap. So, we got the right fielder out. He stops the ball, throws it into Gabe. Oh, no, he throws it into Brian, but they played another 2 runs. So they hit it exactly where we were not, and that was right between first and second. We was able to stop the ball in the outfield, but they do plate those 2 base runners that were on base. So runner hits a single and gets 2 RBIs. That increases their score to 18, and they lead us by 9. So some conversation there. Not quite sure what was taking place out there, but okay. So I guess it's all squared away. Umpire calls the action to be the play to go back in, and we will resume baseball. So, folks, right now we got ourselves in a little trouble. After giving up 4 runs in this inning, they increased their lead by 9-18, and we trail 18-9 on the scoreboard, sitting here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We only have one out, trying to get out of this inning so we can at least get a chance to get back up in the top of the fifth to see if we can bring some runs in ourselves. Ball is high. First pitch from Jace is high. Takes the count to 1-0. The pitch, and the batter fouls off the ball. Runner have to go back, and the count goes even at 1-1. All right, Jay's trying to do his best to get us out of this inning. Man, on first, he throws back over to Gabe. Gabe tries to touch him, and unfortunately, runner gets back safe and sound. And the pitch. Runner takes off the second. Jay throws it down. Look like we might have a play. Oh! If Kirk can catch that clean, he had him dead to right. Great throw by Dre Francis. Unfortunately, Kirk wasn't able to wrap that one in. But great job by Brian being there because that could have been ugly. Could have drifted out in center field, and who knows what would happen after that. But unable to get that out as the runner steals down to second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ooh, catches that outside corner. Tag him, tag him. Yep. All right. So the batter strikes out, but it was a drop third strike. He had the little boogaloo at the plate. Jay just touched him, and we have 2 outs as the runner makes his way over to third base. So a little fun activity there after the strikeout by Jace. And 2 outs here with the man on third base. And he pops one up infield. It should be all Kurt Campbell to get us out this inning, and he does. So Jace gets the man to pop up, and we get out of the inning.
Okay, folks, remember when there was 99-cent Happy Meals? Well, it's back again right here at concession stands. Come on up, get you a dollar hamburger while they last.
All right, folks, we go to the top of the fifth inning. This is the last inning of our last shot to try to put some runs on the board and see if we can tie this thing up to go into extra innings or at least get to the bottom of the fifth. But been a great game, a day of baseball. Our Rams have fought gallantly the entire game. And the first pitch with Nick stepping into the batter's box is a ball. Once again, thank you for everybody that's tuning in, whether it be Facebook or YouTube. We've been broadcasting live here from Mary Persons High School, home of the Bulldogs, out here in Forsyth, Georgia. We've seen some good things happening for our Rams. That they had a phenomenal third inning where we played at 7 across the board. Unfortunately, at the bottom of that same inning, we gave up 8 runs, which increased their lead back to 6. So that's where we stand here with a count of 18-9 as we gave up 4 runs in the last inning. And now we got to fight our way back as much as we can to try to see if we can force extra innings somehow. Ball, first pitch, second pitch is a ball. Third pitch catches the outside corner, and that takes the count to 2-1. That pitch is low and outside. 3-1. The count is to Nick as he sits ahead. Of course, we're going to do our best to see if we can come up with a rally here. Wind's blowing like crazy right now. Swing and a miss by Mick as the pitcher brings the heat. And the pitch. Oh, that's high. Nick's on base. So after 6 pitches, Nick gets a walk. Yep. After 6 pitches, he gets a walk. Brian, who hit a massive shot in the third inning, comes up to the plate, hoping he can remember exactly how he was sitting in that batter's box and the swing that he put, because it was phenomenal. Nick boogies down to first base. Brian steps into the batter's box. No outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Woo, that one's high and inside. Brian ducks out. That's the great thing about baseball. Anything you do in one inning, you can do it in the other. So let's see if we can play another 9 runs here. Woo, that was right down the middle as that fireball came from the pitcher as the count goes to 1-1. So Nick's sitting over there on first base trying to see if Brian can move him along. Brian trying to find the location. The pitch, oh, that goes, ooh. That was a curveball that kind of floated outside, kind of fooled Brian, and I think it even fooled the umpire as we'll take the second ball and the count goes to 2-1. The pitch, oh my goodness, they throw over to Nick, catches Nick sleeping. He's in a pickle and he's going to be caught out. So the pitcher, with his pickoff move, catches Nick sleeping on first base and get him in a very short pickle, and he's out. So our first base runner is caught out on the base path. All right, so the count goes even here for Brian at 2-2 here. And he swings and he misses. So we're down to our last out, folks, here in the top of the 5th inning. As number 34, Mr. Jalen Gunn steps into the batter's box. He's our last hope to try to keep this thing going. With number 17, Amari sitting on deck. The pitch. Woo, right down the middle. So their pitcher sees a sense of urgency and starts bringing the heat. And the pitch. Outside corner misses. And the count goes to 1-1. And the pitch. Ooh. Mr. Gunn makes contact, fouls it off down the third base line. And the count goes to 1-2. So Mr. Gunn trying to do everything he can to extend the game. It's going to be one of two things. Ball. Oh, curve ball. Froze Mr. Gunn. Definitely understandable. And, folks, that's the ball game as Our junior varsity Rams go down in the second of the double hitter by a score of 18-9. Saw some really good things that I liked here on the diamond for our junior varsity Rams. I like the way that our Rams fought back. I like the way that they played for the most part when they were tuned and locked in. There's just some things that we really got to focus on to make sure that we're competing on every pitch. We're competing on every out. We're competing on every at bat. And that should be the mantra that these young junior varsity Rams should go by. So once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Facebook. We truly appreciate you guys once again. Subscribe, like, so that you can get every notice whenever their junior varsity Rams go live. All right, folks, it's been a lot of fun. Had two great games that we were able to call. Once again, it's really awesome to be able to see how our Rams have progressed in the last several games. But once again, we're live broadcasting from Mary Pearson High School in Forsyth, Georgia. We'll see you on the next pitch.